Niko, I'm sharing my 10 favorite Pokemon, and the way I'm going to be doing this is going to dragonflycave.com to the favorite Pokemon picker. I'll leave a link to dragonflycave.com in the description below so you can play along with me. But basically what it is it's a site where you can go through a batch of Pokemon, pick your favorites from each batch, and then you can either pick one, you can pick 5. Just pick all of your favorites from the batch, and you keep on going on and on and on until you find your favorite Pokemon. And then from there, you backtrack and then pick your 2nd, 3rd, 8th, 10th, and so on. So since I'm doing 10, I'm going to go until 10. For this, you have many different modes you could do. You could do Shiny mode, you can do Forms mode for like Mega Evolutions, or you can do Final Evolutions only. And I do that because it takes it down from 720 to 333, so it makes it a lot faster to go through. Also, you don't typically see people saying, oh, my favorite Pokemon is Charmander, or my favorite Pokemon is Riolu. You usually see Pokemon Pokemon. You usually see people talk about Lucario or Charizard. So it's just evolutionary lines at that point. So I'm doing that. You can do your 720 if you want. Also, keep in mind that my favorite Pokemon will be different than yours, so make sure to leave your top 10 in the comment section below, and we can discuss our favorite Pokemon. So, I'm going to do this real quick, find my top 10 Pokemon, and then share it with you guys. Let's start with number 10. At number 10, we have the Queen of the Ice Pokemon, Frostlass. Now, most of my decisions are going to be based off of both competitiveness, but mostly design. And design, Frostlass kills it. Going through all my Pokemon games, Frostlass has, as of recently, been one of the Ice and Ghost Pokemon I've been relying on the most. Its design is completely flawless in my opinion. Its typing is extremely cool. Ice types and ghost types are both really interesting to me, and seeing them both come together in such an awesome design is really nice. Its move pool is pretty cool. It has ghost moves such as Shadow Ball and Destiny Bond, but also ice moves like Ice Beam and Blizzard. So overall, Frostlass is a really cool design Pokemon, and I love it. At number 9, we have a Pokemon that I really didn't see coming this far, but apparently I like it. Sylveon is a Pokemon that really took me by storm in Pokemon X and Y. I didn't really think I'd like it that much, but it joined my team. It was actually the highest leveled Pokemon in my team and kind of my front runner. I almost depended on it in most of my gym battles. And throughout that whole course of Pokemon Y, I really had a bond with Sylveon. And by the end of the game, I had a level 100 Sylveon that I use competitively and for fun and for all my like missions I do and stuff. So Sylveon really came a part of my team, and I've really liked it. And it really kills all the dragon threats that I've had to go against, and its design is really good, especially for an evolution. I love the evolutions, and the fact that it improved on the evolution's design is incredible. I love its fairy-like attributes, but also the ribbons attached to its head. So overall, Sylveon is a really cool powerhouse and design awesomeness Pokemon. Number 8 is my go-to starter Pokemon. Swampert has been quite possibly my most used Pokemon in playthroughs that I've ever had. I've played through Hoenn so many times on the original Sapphire and Ruby, and I've been playing it recently on Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and I almost pick Swampert every single time. And that's not even because the other ones are bad, they're actually really great too. Just Swampert and I have like this weird connection, you know. I don't even love its design. I think it has a cool design, but I actually kind of think it's a bit ugly. But just something about it, me and Swampert, we just really get along. I love water types, and I'm pretty like ground types too. So that might be reasoning. I don't even love its moveset. I don't know why, but just me and Swampert, I don't know, but it's just, I know that sounds weird, but it's just the truth. There's just something about him I really like that I can't describe. So I guess that's it, Swampert at number. Now, for number 7, we have something that usually doesn't really get by me, and that's Complete Beast. I'm a Pokemon trainer that typically likes the more cutesy, cool-looking Pokemon, but Hydreigon is just a pure, I don't know, just like a beast. And I'm not one to usually like those type of Pokemon like Salamence and Haxorus and all of them, but Hydrogen definitely gets a pass for me. There's just something about him that's just so cool and menacing that just makes me want to love him. I can always rely on him in a battle. He's kind of just a tank, you know. He can take hits, he can dish hits. He's awesome to fly around on, have always on the back of my team. His design is phenomenal, one of my favorite design Pokemon of all time. And I don't know, again, kind of like Swampert, he's just kind of an exception. He just looks so cool. He's so powerful. He has such an allure to him that I can't really understand. It's just like a freaking terrifying, awesome beast, and I just love it. So original and so slick, I just had to put it at number 6. Actually, picking the top 5 was incredibly easy for me, but going through the top 5 and picking which one would be number 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 was really, really hard. Sadly, I had to put Dragonite at number 5, but Dragonite, I can't put words towards it. It's like the cutest, most powerful thing ever in Pokemon. It's so cute, and its looks can obviously be deceiving because its outrage can take out a whole team. Dragonite, Lance is one of my favorite trainers. Claire is one of my favorite trainers. I don't know if she used Dragonite. I know she used Dragonair. But Dragonite is just so, so cool. He's the original dragon. He's the original just best buddy in Pokemon. I think he's way cooler than Charizard. I know that's going to get a lot of hate. But Dragonite is just so, so cool. He's so huggable. He's so powerful. He can defend you but also be your sidekick. He's by far my favorite dragon and my favorite just all around, just having on my team Pokemon. I can have it competitively, for fun, for art, for everything. I love to draw him. He's just so, so cool. So Dragonite is number 5 on my list. Sorry I couldn't put you higher, but you are awesome, Dragonite. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Sorry guys, I completely lied to you again in this video. Vaporeon is the highest evolution, not Sylveon, and rightfully so. I thought it was a little weird when Sylveon was the highest evolution, but Vaporeon is, again, one of the Pokemon I've used the most, if not the most. Another lie, sorry Swampert. But I've used this Pokemon in so many different games playing through that I've essentially had like this big bond that I always assume that at least Vaporeon or some other evolution will always be on my team. And Sylveon, sorry, but Vaporeon is a superior. Its Hydro Pump for some reason feels like the strongest Hydro Pump in the game. It's such a bulky Pokemon, it can take a lot of hits, but also does tons and tons of damage. Along with Ice Beam and Shadow Ball and Recovery and all that stuff, Vaporeon is not only a really good Pokemon to use in the game, and it doesn't only have a really cool design, but it also has a really cool just ability to use in competitive gaming, and I have done it in both. So Vaporeon, again, is one of those Pokemon I've used way too much, and I've just had such a great bond with it that I just love it so much. So Vaporeon at number 4. Number 3 is the most beautiful Pokemon in the world, according to the Pokédex and myself. It used to be so considered beautiful that Feebas, its first evolution, had to be beautiful to evolve. That's how beautiful they think Milotic is. And I agree. Milotic is the definition of elegance in Pokemon, and I know that's not really a reason to make it number 3, but water is my favorite type, and Milotic is a phenomenal design Pokemon, along with a very bulky, powerful one. And I love bulky Pokemon, and it can learn Hydro Pump and Ice Beam and all those great, cool moves, but it also has a phenomenal, like, just cool, like, I don't know, it's weave, it just has like a 10-foot wig, a red wig. It's just such a uniquely designed Pokemon. It's just so cool. I don't know. It's just so, like, I don't know. There's a word to describe it, just can't say. But number 3 is Milotic because it's just freaking fantastic. One normal type and one grass type remain. One is a starter. What are your guesses? I'll give you a second to think, and I'll give you number 15 through 11. Number 15, we have Suicune. Number 14, we have Delphox. Number 13, we have Greninja. Number 12, Meganium. And number 11, Sceptile. I almost feel bad for Sceptile because if it was in the top 10, all 3 Hoenn starters would have been in the top 10, which would have been cool, but poor luck for him. Anyways, those were number 15 through 11. Number 2, we have my favorite starter, and that is Venusaur. Venusaur is just utter coolness. Venusaur has all these cool roots and vines just coming out of it. It basically has a jungle on its back. Sorry, Torterra, but it's the original jungle carrier. It's a toad/dinosaur thingy, and it's the original grass type Pokemon in my opinion, and it's the first full Pokemon, I guess. Number 1, 2, and 3 is its lineage. Bulbasaur is so cool. Ivysaur is one of the coolest second evolutions, I think. And it's just so powerful. It has Solar Beam, all of its poison abilities, like it can do Toxic and Protect and Leech Seed and all those annoying things, but also powerful things at the same time. Its Mega Evolution is even cooler. It just, jungle gets bigger. And it's just such a cool Pokemon. Grass is one of my favorite types, and Venusaur is by far my favorite grass Pokemon. So, at number 2, we have Venusaur. Dun 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 dun. Whoa. I'm sure no one could expect this. Number 1, we have Lopunny. Lopunny is by far my favorite Pokemon. Ever since Gen 4, I've always had so much love for Baniri and Lopunny, and ever since Mega Lopunny was announced, I just knew for sure it was going to be my favorite Pokemon ever. Lopunny was a good top 5, top 10, but with the Mega Evolution, it just was phenomenal. I don't know if you know Gian or John, I forgot how you say it, but Giancarlo Pilingo, some numbers, but he gave me my first Lopunny Mega shiny Lopunny. That's what I meant to say. My first shiny level 100 perfect Lopunny came from him, and it was so, I think it's John, I don't know, it's Gian, Parlingo, all those numbers. Anyways, it just makes me so happy thinking about it. He gave me my first shiny Lopunny that was level 100 and perfect, and ever since then, it's been on my team permanently. No matter what, it's always been on my team. Close combat, or not close combat, high jump kick, literally can kill anything. Return, ice punch, thunder punch, fire punch, ice punch. So many different moves Lopunny can learn. I've had a Pokemon channel dedicated to Lopunny. It's bad. But Lopunny is by far my favorite Pokemon, number 1. So make sure to leave down in the comments below your top 10 after you use favorite Pokemon picker. I'll leave a link in the description. If you like Pokemon, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I'll make new Pokemon videos every day, and Nintendo and all stuff. So that's it for today. Make sure to hit that button, and I'll see you guys next time. Niko Amii out.